Quick side note, let's try and get to 1k subscribers. Hello everybody, and today on Maths with me, you guys are going to be learning how to do long division using double digit numbers. But first, we're just going to start off by dividing by a single digit number. 640 divided by 5. First, you want to write the first number that you wrote inside the box. Then you want to write the second number on the outside. Ta-da! When you do long division, you first need to work out how many 5s go into 6. We can clearly see that only one 5 goes into 6. Now we times these numbers together. 5 multiplied by 1, which is 5. We then minus this from the 6, and we have 1 left over. We bring this one up to the 4 and make it 14. We then do how many 5s go into 14, and we can clearly see that this is 2. We then 5 multiplied by 2, and that's 10, and we have 4 left over. Just like we done before, we take the 4 up to the 0, and this becomes 40. How many 5s go into 40? That would be 8, so we just write 8 on above because there are no remainders. Therefore, 640 divided by 5 is 128. Now we are going to divide by double digits. 736 divided by 32. As before, we write down the first number we wrote in the box and then write the other one outside. When we work with double digits, we never just look at the first number because 32 cannot go into 7 any times. So we need to do the first two numbers. How many times does 32 go into 73? Instantly know that 32 multiplied by 2 is 64. I'm going to minus these away from each other and see if we can fit another 32 in, which we can't. There is 9 left. So we put the 2 above the 3 as we know that it fits into 73 2 times. We then bring the 9 up to the 6 to make it 96. We now need to see how many times 32 goes into 96. So I'm just going to do 32 multiplied by 3 because we've already done by 2, and I'm just going to see what number we get next. So we add another 32 onto 64 and we get 96. So we put 3 above the 6, or 96, whatever you want. So 736 divided by 32 is 23. Now we are going to do another one. 5,544 divided by 42. We write the first number inside the box and we write the second one outside. So, like before, we do how many times does 42 fit into 5? That is 0 times. We then add it to the next number. How many times does 42 fit into 55? And we can clearly see that this is only one time. So we minus 42 away from 55 to get 13. And then we put the 1 above the 5. We take the 13 up to the 4 to make 134. So I've just written my 42 times tables out on the side here. I write this on the side for extra help. So I'm going to see how many 42s I can fit into 134. I can clearly see that 168 is over, so therefore I can fit it in 3 times. I then minus 134 from 126 because 42 multiplied by 3 is 126. I minus them away from each other to get 8. I then take the 8 up to the 4 to make it 84. How many times does 42 fit into 84? And I can clearly see that this is twice. 5,544 divided by 42 is 132. So let's try this one. By the way, what happened was I didn't turn on the camera in time and then I'd already basically worked it out. So we're going to do 945 divided by 18. So how many times does 18 fit into 9? That is obviously 0. So then we take the next two numbers. How many times does 18 fit into 94? So I'm going to write the 18 times tables just on the edge here for extra help. So the next number I'm going to write, 108, is over 94. Therefore, 90 is the biggest number we can fit 94 into. So we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 18 into 94. So now we find out how much we've got left, which is 4. We take the 4 up to the 5 to make 45. We can see that we can fit 18 into 45 once, twice, and not a third time. So we write 2 above the 45. So now we do 45 minus 36, which gets us 9. So now what we do is we put a decimal place on the answer and on the number inside the box. We carry up the 9 like we do any ordinary time, and we add a 0 as there isn't anything there. This now becomes 90. We can see that 18 fits into 90 5 times, so the answer is 52.5. Here are some for you to have a go at. Pause the video now and play when you want the answers. These are the answers, and if you didn't get the correct answer, go back to the video and see where you went wrong. This week's challenge is 1257 divided by 32.65. If you can answer this correctly in the comments below and explain the workings, then you have a chance for a shout out next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next week. Next time, not too sure.